Chris Tucker doesn't just tell a story with words, he brings voice, facial expression, and the personality behind each character into it. That's why his memories often feel like they're happening right in front of your eyes.
Hey, you forgot to pay! You forgot to cook the food! Forgot to pay today! Food wasn't no good! Keep it to yourself! Pay today! You're lucky we ain't suing you! Have to pay! Have to pay!
Michael Jackson is one of the clearest examples of that ability. Chris doesn't just imitate the voice, he also captures the way Michael reacts. Time with Michael also revealed another side, Michael's generosity toward everyone around him.
Here's what I like. The first time I saw you do stand-up, there was a lot of Michael Jackson dancing, and really a great impression of him. And then I just found out recently that
Michael was just so nice, man. You be around him and you just get happy. He would give you anything if you liked something. Like I was just complimenting a flat screen TV he had, and he gave it to me. I was like, Michael, give us the TV. But then the black came out of me. I started liking everything after that. I said, Mike, I like that Rolls Royce. That's a bad Rolls Royce. Not the old one, the new Rolls Royce, right there. He was like, you like it? I said, yeah, I like it. He said, you sure you like it? I said, yeah, I like it. He said, well, you better go buy one, because I ain't giving you my Rolls. I gave you a TV.
Not every story with Michael went smoothly, but when it comes to Charlie Sheen, the story takes a different turn.
Man, Charlie was I'm gonna tell you, the nicest guy. He's one of my best friends to this day. We don't hang out that much. Charlie let me borrow his Ferrari, man, when I was like, I don't know, 24 or something like that.
Did you own your own?
No, I didn't have one then. I just asked him because I was like fearless, like, Charlie, let me borrow your Ferrari. He was like, okay, sure. I was like, what? I kept Ferrari so long, he forgot I had it. He was like, do you have my Ferrari? I said, I think I do. He said, you want to bring it back? Okay.
Chris Tucker once had the chance to work with Robert De Niro, and this is how he describes the experience.
Robert De Niro in this movie. What's it like working with Robert De Niro?
Oh, that was cool working with Mr. De Niro, because you think about Robert De Niro, Mr. De Niro, this legend and stuff, so you get a little tough, but he's just like us, I was with him, he asked simple questions like me. He's like...
He does all those same faces,
cool,
but it's about lunch.
Yeah, I said, I don't know what you're having. I don't know. Whatever you're having. Whatever you want to have. I don't know. Whatever they're serving, I take whatever they... I said, go ahead, Mr. De Niro. You're just like us, Mr. De Niro.
Encounters with Prince also gave Chris a lot to talk about. Michael Jordan enjoyed teasing Chris Tucker, and this is one of those moments.
I was like, I'm selling this car. Michael Jordan's in my car. I ended up selling the car, but he rode in the car with me, and he had his little drink in his hand. I probably should say that. But I'll never forget that he signed his ball for me. He signed my son a ball. He still got it. Did great stuff with his foundation. And I'll never forget that.
I love that. And also, we just saw it, but you have an MJ impression or what?
Yeah. What you doing? What you doing out here? How you get in my party? That's what he always say. I said, you invited me. No, I didn't.
Also, your birthday parties?
You better have low self-esteem with Michael.
No, I didn't. But
I call him Pharaoh.
Okay.
Pharaoh, Moses. I never played. That's one of my dreams. I want to beat Michael Jordan and talk junk to him. Like, you ain't so bad, like in the bad video. You ain't so bad. You ain't so bad. You ain't nothing.
He'll be like, oh man, shut up.
Get your little skinny butt. Get your little skinny butt off my golf course. Get your skinny butt off my golf.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up, Chris Tucker.
This time, Chris Tucker had to be more patient than usual because the question in front of him was genuinely unusual.
Talk about it.
Have you ever thought, Chris, if you had...
Right after that, Donald Trump became the next character Chris Tucker imitated.
Is Donald...
The way Chris portrays Eddie Murphy shows just how closely he observes every detail.
So what's your go-to lines when you're going to impersonate Eddie, you're going to impersonate Mike? What's your lines? What's your go-to?
Well, Eddie, I just talk like I'll do the laugh. Yeah, you crazy. So what's up? What's up? He's a little older than that, but he talk a little like, what's up, man? He just talk low and rich.
Right.
But Michael, I would go...
Giannis Antetokounmpo and Dikembe Mutombo also became characters in Chris Tucker's impressions right after the 2021 NBA Finals.
happened. Man, let me tell you, Ant, it happened so that first of all I was shocked. I was like, he really, and then Giannis was determined. He was like, not tonight. He's not tonight to win this game tonight. I don't care what it takes. You know, I can imagine what his brother said before they go. His brother be like, you better get this game. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna send us back to Greece if you don't get this. We only have one more chance, okay? I love his brother, by the way. He said he was a fan. But let me tell you something. Even Mutombo said, oh my God, what a block, huh? Yeah, oh no. He did it better tonight. Not tonight.
Even a simple trip to Hong Kong can turn into a full comedy story in Chris Tucker's hands.
Hong Kong. I was the only black person in Hong Kong. I was looking for black people. I said, where are the black people at? No black people, no. They thought I was Kobe Bryant, man. They didn't know who I was.
Really? Kobe Bryant?
It's like, Kobe, sign my autograph, Kobe. We love you. Where's Shaq?
Jackie Chan even personally took Chris around the city. Before becoming an on-screen duo with great chemistry, Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan's first meeting did not go very smoothly.
First, I was kind of scared because he never spoke. He didn't say anything in the first meeting when we met each other.
What do you mean?
He didn't say anything. His managers, we had all our managers and agents around.
Were you guys next to each other?
We was in a meeting, and then we was talking about the movie, getting ready to do the movie, and Jackie didn't say nothing the whole time. He was just like shaking his head. Okay.
No, I know.
First time I met Chris Tucker, we tried to make Rush Hour 1, then sit in the meeting room. Jackie! He keep talking, I just look at him. Non-stop. I cannot say one word. I don't know how to answer. Then I said, okay. Then suddenly, nice meeting you. Then I realized he asked the bread runner, can he understand English? Yes. He's just a very humble guy. Then when he come back, hey, Jackie, why don't you talk? I said, I don't understand what you're saying.
And I put the director aside after me. I said, does he speak English, man? It's no way we can do this movie if he don't speak English, man.
Do you speak any English?
So that was the whole thing I came up with. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Because I was like, first time I met him, I was like, do he understand English? Does he speak English?
Jackie Chan has always been very generous with Chris Tucker, and Chris still clearly remembers those moments.
Jackie was so kind and so nice. He would give me a gift every day on the first Rush Hour set. He would send me over a different gift. I said, man, what is this? Part of his culture? He's so nice. Then I realized he's from China. They make everything over there. He was getting it for free anyway.
That's very unfair.
Paying for nothing.
Oh, man.
He was looking out the window like, look at Chris Tucker. He gonna go broke trying to keep up with me. We make Jordan 1s in Taiwan.
Getting rich too early also led to a few mistakes, and Chris Tucker has a very specific story about that.
And then I was spending all that money I made, too. I had a good time spending all that. Right. You don't make $25 million and then go do another movie. I said, I got to do something. I got to have some fun. I got to buy a Ferrari.
Yeah. Is that what you bought?
I had a good time.
What did you spend money on?
I was spending too much money. I was just acting crazy. I bought 2 houses right next to each other. It was crazy. I said, I'll take that one, too. I don't want nobody to mess with me. I was borrowing stuff for myself.
Well, that's got to be crazy, too.
Chris Tucker also tried golf after entering his new... Chris Tucker's encounters with Kevin Hart always leave memorable reactions from both sides.
You guys, if you look closely at my back pockets, they're empty. There was no wallet. There was nothing. And I'll be honest with you, you can tell that Chris was unhappy with the bill by looking at his face. You can definitely...
I think the guy with the most money, probably Eddie Murphy in the background, so happy he didn't have to pay us.
And there was actually ordered the most unnecessary stuff. Like, Dave kept ordering, like, caviar. He was like, I don't even eat, man. I just know I'm not paying.
Chris Tucker story. So, we were buying our first house in LA, and we're coming in this neighborhood, and I didn't know that Chris lived in the neighborhood. And this is when Chris was like having the taxes problems, right? So I'm like in the house, and they're like showing me things. They're gonna renovate some things, and Chris comes by, and all he says from outside is, "Pay your taxes, man." And I'm like, I go, what? It's Chris Tucker. He comes in, yeah, man, just pay your taxes, man. I was like, Chris, what the fuck are you doing here? He's like, well, I'm here, man. I got a house down here too, man. They told me he's coming here. I'm just telling you, pay your taxes. He left.
That's real advice, though. It's great advice.
At the memorial service for Reverend Jesse Jackson, Chris Tucker shared memories of him, even bringing both Jesse Jackson and Bill Clinton into his speech.
And I remember one time, and I told you about the movie I was doing, and Reb introduced me to President Clinton. At the time, he was the president of the United States. In 1999, he introduced President. I'm the little kid from Decatur, Georgia. And he took me into the White House. At that time, Reb had a key to the White House. We walked in there, he had house shoes on. He was like, come follow me, stay close, boy. Mr. President, this is Chris Tucker. This is Chris Tucker right here. He butchered my name, but it was Chris Tucker. Clinton didn't know who I was. Who is that? I love you. I love you. Chelsea loves you. It's food, man. I like you. You said something about your movie about Chelsea. I like you a lot. You know how the Rev is. He was like, I told you I was going to do it.
Through each character, Chris shows that his impact isn't only in laughter, but in the lasting impression he leaves after every appearance. Even a comedian like Jamie Foxx once had to rethink his own sense of humor after watching him perform.
And I opened that door, it was a skinny little black dude with a tank top on that didn't fit. It was Chris Tucker. And when I say he was murdering them, and it shook me, and I knew that I wasn't funny like that no more. I even was on my way to the Comedy Store. You know, in my head, I'm thinking I'm the man, right? And this girl says, "Oh my God, oh my God." And I was like, "What's up?" She said, "Do you know where Chris Tucker's performing?" I was like, and I was like, yeah, I think he's going on in the main room. And then she turned back and she said, "Ooh, you look so familiar."
What do you think about the work your mom does?
What does she do?
Handsome?
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean handsome?
Handsome?
I'm a girl.
What do you mean I'm a girl? No, I'm a boy.
You're a girl.
I'm a boy.
You're a girl.
I'm a girl?
You're a girl now.
Celebrities can prepare their answers for the press, red carpets, or live television, but they can almost never prepare for what their own children are about to say. Sometimes the hardest person to control in an interview isn't the reporter, but the child sitting next to their parent.
It's entertaining basketball, but it's we're both supposed to you know.
That's too loud, Dad.
I know. Hold on one second, okay?
Be quiet.
There's gonna be stretches where he plays well, and obviously he did that for his team in the and we'll live with those shots. You said it again.
Did you feel like you needed to do a little bit extra offensively in the fourth quarter?
What's wrong? Come sit right here.
Daddy.
Chris. But I think what we can do is continue to look and see what we did, come out with that same defensive intensity that we did in game one. That's why we won that game.
Yeah, I just walked around until he passed it to me. You might want to answer that.
He made make the Blake face. Blake made this little face.
Look that way and do the Blake face.
Blake face. and as I got into the lane.
The children of these broadcasters only need a few seconds to break the seriousness of a live news segment with something completely innocent.
I don't know if I was able to actually even convey that at the end of the panel, but there's just so much hopefulness in the conversation at a time where the news is tough. I mean, every single day there's...
The question is, how do democracies respond to those scandals?
And what will it mean for the wider region? I think one of your children has just walked in. I mean, shifting sands in the region. Do you think relations with the North may change?
I would be surprised if they do. Pardon me. My apologies.
What's this going to mean for the region?
Zach Galifianakis' son said something that made him so embarrassed, he almost wanted that moment erased from the broadcast.
I really want you to cut this out, but I'm going to tell you.
All right, good. All right.
My son, who's 2, he saw me that was peeing. It was 3 a.m. No. And I was done, and he walks up to me, and just the way he said it, he goes, "Dad, can I touch your big penis?"
And this is how Emily Blunt was taken down by her own daughter with just a single action.
I was not yet at the point where my body was just really embarrassing to my child. You know, when you become a teenager and you see your parents naked, you're like, ah! Like, it's like the worst thing in the world. And so I got into the bath with her and she looked at me and she goes, whoa, mama, big. Like,
No.
The time with the show, I laugh at them. Yeah.
Like, I remember my son having a friend come over. He was about 13, and the guy was peppering him with Wolverine questions over, and there was, my son was saying nothing. And I'm in the room next door, and finally I hear this, listen, my dad is nothing like Wolverine. He is not tough. He's not cool. Don't ask me any more about it, right?
Carissa Thompson tried to understand her daughter's Gen Alpha slang and quickly realized she couldn't keep up with the new generation.
Eating down.
Sofia Vergara's son only needed one sentence, but that blunt honesty was enough to leave her completely speechless.
I remember, I think that was around the time one time, like I was dropping him to school and he turned around and said, don't forget that tomorrow it's like the parents teacher thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, sure, I know. He's like, and then he was gonna close the door and he turned around and said, don't forget to dress like a mom. I was like, I'm like, wait, don't just say that and get out of the car.
Anyway, so what happens at this parent-teacher conference? Well, the first one with my daughter went great. Great, okay. Was totally attentive, was doing wonderful. And then we walked across the way to Rocco's. Apparently he has a trouble with knowing when it's appropriate to talk and the content is a problem. I see. He'll raise his hand and the teacher knows, like I can tell by the look on his face that he's gonna say something. He's like, raise his hand, is this appropriate, Rocco? When I was born, my head was so big that I couldn't come out the natural way, so I had to come out the other way. And then telling the kids that. Or he'll give advice to the girls in the class. He'll raise his hand. Whatever you do, ladies, don't get drunk on your wedding night. Oh my God, I wasn't the best. I was looking to me for help, but my wife's reactions were so good. I was just taking photos of my wife the whole time. And these are all, yeah. There's a host of pictures. That was on the...
Anne Hathaway's singing has been widely praised, but her son doesn't seem particularly impressed.
She asked me the other day, and she said this really seriously. She's not joking. Dad, I hate your jokes so much that sometimes my friends make jokes which are funny, but I don't laugh because you make jokes. Wait a minute. Wow. She's saying... So on the rare moment that someone walks up to me and is like, hey, I liked Knocked Up, it really made me happy. The second they walk away, she mocks them. And she's like, I really enjoyed your film.
Kobe Bryant's reputation could make the whole world listen, but his daughter had no intention of following his instructions on the court.
Both of our daughters, Natalia and Gianna, when they started playing, I'm like, all right, maybe you should like shoot like this a little bit. And they're like, no, I got this. It's right. I'm like, dude. I'm me. wait. Seriously? Seriously? There's like a little break in the action. I'm like, hey, Mija, hey, when you get the rebound, you should do this. And she's like, but the coach said, I'm like, oh, God. God, what am I doing here?
Shut up, Elsa. I'm as big an Elsa fan as you could get. In the last 2 years at Halloween, my daughters have insisted on being Elsa. And I said, you know what could be cute? What if I went as Anna? And they were like, no.
Some celebrities can handle criticism from anyone except their own children.
As I was leaving, she said, Daddy, I put a note in your backpack, but don't read it until you're on the plane, okay? And I was just like, oh my God, my daughter. Like, that's a step. So I get on the plane, and then I'm like, oh my God, this note. Go into my backpack, and I find it in the front pocket. There's this like Post-it that's been folded in half. Open it up, and it says, you suck.
It's so funny that you say that, because your kids kind of, like my youngest kid is super invested in my career. We could give two craps. But my youngest is like, Mom, can you get an EGOT? And I was like, well, I'm gonna have to work a lot harder. And he's like, well, then get going.
What do we need to do?
He wants me to win a Tony so bad. And I'm like, do you know what a Tony is? He was like,
hey, was Michael B. Jordan there? I know he's dating your daughter now. So was he sharing Christmas with you?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's happening in front of you?
I've never seen that before.
Mark Ruffalo suddenly finds himself in an awkward situation right in front of his daughter's friends.
Kids are good.
Do your kids' friends ever come up and go, "You're the Hulk"?
He looked up at me and he said, Are you the Hulk? And I was like, well, no. And my daughter's like, yeah, he's the Hulk. And can you turn into the Hulk? And I was like, she's like, do it, Daddy, do it. So I went, no.
Even Ryan Gosling is completely outmatched by the special weapon his daughter uses.
My youngest has a real power move where she'll here's an example. We got to work in France, and so we went to the Louvre and we saw, Winged Victory, we saw Venus de Milo, and we're standing in front of the Mona Lisa, and she turns around and she goes, "This museum?" And I said, why?
Yeah.
And she went, because it is not good.
Yeah, NG.
And then
NG,
the real power
man.
move is sometimes she'll turn around and just go.
No matter how busy she is, Katy Perry's daughter always knows exactly how to get her attention.
Kinda, like if I'm distracted or doing something and she's already said mom, 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 like the third time she'll go, Katy, and I'm like,
wow.
No, yeah. Don't call me that.
That's just clever, though, isn't it?
I mean, it's so.
Yeah, I was driving to school the other day and he was in the back of the car and I just heard this kind of, "Oh, isn't that a lovely field? Look at that lovely field. Aren't we lucky to live here?" And he was like, "Aren't we fortunate to live here? Oh, look at this." I was like, are you doing me? And he was like, "My name's Daddy. I love you."
Like, hey, we bicker and argue. Why don't we take this on the road? How would you like to not listen to me in a hotel room? Maybe you should spend too much time on your phone in a different state. My kids love it. They have a blast. They're on vacation. I'm not sure what they're on vacation from. Can you really be on vacation from 8th grade? I don't know. Yeah. It's like my son goes from barely doing homework, doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Hilary Duff is unintentionally placed in a slightly arrogant light, all because of one innocent remark from her daughter.
Someone played my daughter my old, teeny bopper music, and now I have to bump it in my car, at full volume. And you know what? When your kids ask for something, you're giving it to them or they won't stop. And so she's like, I want to hear this, I want to hear that. Can I hear? I'm like, Dua Lipa, can we do something a little current?
Talk about Bruno.
Bruno, we've expired Bruno, and now we're back into deep Hilary Duff cuts. And I'm driving, and it's loud, and she loves her window down, and it's horrific.
People must be like, Hilary Duff makes her children listen to her.
Honestly, but then there's moments where I'm like, this is up damn.
However, some of the funniest moments happen when children accidentally say the exact words they are not supposed to say.
And my daughter walks around as a princess, and she will walk, "Hello, Hannah, how are you?" And she'll, And then she's like, "I'm going to make my breakfast." And I was like, "Oh, good for you." And then she walked pantry, and she saw we had no cereal, and I just hear her go, The other day he goes, like that, and I was like, "What?" He goes, "You're a He goes, I go, "What?" He goes, "My brother's a moron, mom's a bag, and I'm an asshole." And I go, "What?" And then he started to repeat it. He goes, "Moron, bag, asshole." I'm like,
no one keeps Sofia Vergara more grounded than her son, who is always ready to tell her exactly what she needs to hear.
Drop him in college in September, and the father of the roommate thought that I was the sister, and I'm like, yes. He's like, it's so amazing that you bring your brother. I'm like, but I could hear my son in the back. Tell him.
Tell him now.
Tell him. It's like, oh no. He has a heart attack immediately. He starts like screaming, Mom. I'm like, and I try to ignore him.